comedy things are gone. So if you're a fan of comedy and you've been a fan of the Churchill show, you definitely know it went on a break. But the good news is the recording, that is the live recording, is back right now. And it's going to be taking place at the Quiver Lounge, that is along Thika Road. And the first recording, it's actually ongoing. So I don't know whether it's already happened, it's still ongoing, what is happening. But yeah, if you're a fan of, Churchill shows, so just, stay tuned for some new episodes. And I don't know if you can get to go and watch if you want to go and watch. Yeah. Like literally, like imerudi, in other words. I think that's the main point.
I like that they're doing it differently now, because it gets monotonous when you're used to seeing the same thing over and over. But for him to just bring this a little twist in it, I mean, all the best to him.
That's true.
And guys, let me take you to the next one. And sijui leo tunaongelea tu parenting. Saini girl child amechoma. We tushaongelea boy child huko kuchoma, but right now ni girl child amechoma, and we're talking about Kelvin Mwangi. You didn't know Shaniqwa was called that, right? Yes. Shaniqwa is a comedian, right? And she oh my god, because he acts as a girl when it comes he plays Shaniqwa, who's a girl, but apparently he's a single dad after the girlfriend that they'd been living together alikuja akapata shida kidogo Shaniqwa, and then guess what the girlfriend said? She left the house citing that she was going to look for a job interview. Okay, so she went, and then the next day akasema anaenda sijui ni mgonjwa. That Monday, like let me read for you. So one Monday aliamka tu akasema she's going na ameacha mtoi, so Shaniqwa achunge mtoi, and he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, ni baba, so akaenda, right, akachunga mtoi, but that chick never came back. So the next day she said she was in an accident and she was in the hospital. And then akamuliza, so what phone are you using? So the chick akamwambia, me, I'm using my friend's phone. So he had forgotten to ask something. So 2 minutes later, he calls this chick anamuliza, so he wanted to find out something, and ilikuwa kwa club, like it was a party scene. So she asked, okay, Shaniqwa now, he asked, kwani uko ni wapi? And this chick has the audacity to say, ako kwa matatu, and then kidogo, that's how he ended up being a single dad, and Jai show her face again. But anasema during that time when he was going through it, Jalango ndo alimlipia rent for 7 good months. So akasema, I told him about my situation, and he asked to speak to my landlord. He paid all the money I owed and also paid for 2 extra months. Jalango told me he paid the 2 months rent to give me another chance at life without worrying about the rent, which really rejuvenated me. At some point, he also says that aliambiwa mabeste zake walimhost, and they gave him a condition that ukijaribu kurudia huyu girl child, we ujue tunakuacha uishie hiyo area ukiwa peke yako. So yeah, so he's been a single dad ever since.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. That's this year.
Yes.
This year.
I don't know when he left. I don't know when she left, but yeah.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Girl child.
Girl child pia tunatumanga saa zingine si boy child pekee.
Kuna venye ningepatiana opinion, lakini wacha nitumie Holy Spirit. So, the whole story, listen, it's a good thing that Jalango, stepped in and to help a brother in that situation. The other thing I do understand, sometimes unaweza kuwa overwhelmed na shida, na the problems you're facing. Maybe you had a particular thing you're trying to show people. Like I said, when you want to get validated by social media, sometimes when you can no longer manage that, it can make you feel like, hey, this is a hopeless situation. And what do you want to do? You want to run away from that situation because you feel like there's no hope at the end of the tunnel, and there's something that you want that is not happening, right? It's one thing to stick by someone when everything is just going down and there's nothing. And it's something else to stick with someone when everything is, everything is great, everything is good. But at the end of the day, the advice yenye mabeshte wake wamemwambia, tutakusaidia bora usirudie huyu dem.
Bro, that's smart.
I don't agree with that. And I still do agree with it at some point. At the end of the day, once you've learned why, as in get to understand the situation, why did she walk away? Is it because ilifika mali hakuna kakitu? Is it because of other factors zenye ziko mingi zenye sisi hatuwezi jua na hamwezi kutuambia? Understand the situation now. No, I'm just saying, people have done that so many times. People are different. But you need to understand the situation and see whether you can reconcile. You guys have been together for, I think, the longest time. You've been doing a lot of things together. Kuna vitu zingine naamini, hata kama ni mbaya design gani, there's a way you can manage to forgive that person.
Let me tell you why I feel this lady. Possible. Yeah, let me tell you why I think this lady didn't even care about reconciling. Because one, you lied to him.
Yeah.
That you're going somewhere. And then you don't come back. And then you lie about being in hospital.
Yeah. The hospital was a lie.
It was a lie.
I mean, it was a lie. They were in the club, in the house.
But
house
even me, honestly, I'm those kind of friends. If you're in a situation with someone, right, I will fight for you like tooth and nail. But nakwambianga ukirudi umse lose my number. Because I can't be doing all of this for you and you still go back to the same person. Who has shown that this person has disrespected you.
Now me, I'm like, fighting how many times has it happened, you know? I'm like, I think kuna factors mingi wanaweza consider ndio kama it's final we are done. Kuna ingine inatangwa ni ujinga. Na ujinga yenyewe honestly there's just stupidity. If it's stupidity, you can stay away from it. But kama tu ni ile something like you need to understand the situation. So inaweza kwa kani ujinga mtu wangu kanyaga kubwa kubwa.
Because lying to someone that you're in hospital.
But all of us we've lied, you know, that's the like all of us we've lied.
But she never came back. She lied and never came.
But you see, there are so many different types of lies. Like, there's a white lie where you can see that's a white lie, but then there's also lying by omission where you can omit some stuff. Liona tu ataki kuraise mtoi. Anyway, at the end of that interview, Shaniqwa said, Kelvin Mwangi, okay, alisema, please do not tag him kwa hizi pictures ex wake because apparently she's very popular in the social scene where many celebrities are because they've been doing stuff together, right? So nyimko hapa mnamtag, please stop tagging him.
Angesema tu cheki this motherhood thing, I don't feel like I can do it. Usipime mtu mjinga bro. You brought that child into this earth. There are two of you. Ukiona umelemewa, you tell someone. You don't pima someone ujinga and say, oh, niko hosi na uko kwa matatu. You know, like
I feel like nika season. You know the way like someone can hit depression without knowing you've hit depression.
But she's never
and the way you are acting, you even forget anything that matters to you.
But she's never come back. Juicy story ya juicy.
No, I'm just saying it could be deeper than just what we know. So I think you need to start from there. What's the core issue?
Let me take you to our next story, which is about Ghanaian musician who goes by the name Livingstone Setekla, okay, popularly known as Stone Boy. Now he recently went to Twitter to say, you know, let me just read what exactly it is that he said. Music and arts is not a sport. You cannot bet on it. Therefore, it doesn't require competition to determine the winner. And, you know, he says this because apparently there's been a lot of beefing between Ghanaian artists. And the reason even Stone Boy says that, or rather people are saying that Stone Boy himself was influenced by, you know, the beef that him and Shatta Wale had, like to a point where he even like removed his gun on stage during some Ghanaian awards. Like he's just saying like as for Ghanaians, they're always trying to pit people against each other. They are always pulling each other down. And you know, we all know Nigerians are like the, what is it called? The SI unit for supporting each other. Nigerians are very big on loving themselves and loving every artist who comes from Nigeria. So he was basically saying if we do the same, instead of trying to pit everyone against everyone, we'd be so much further. It's not a sport, you know. The winner is not found by a team, compete, alafu we see the best. No, it's a talent. You use it, you take it to the next level.
I don't know why rivalry comes in the industry, but mostly I think it comes from the fans who pit the artist against each other. Hey, we cheki, Willy Paul, when him normal kushinda Bahati, we Bahati pia una kaaje, Willy Paul him normal. And then kidogo it gets into their head, and then kidogo mko hapa mnatoleana magani, you know.
What the hell is that, bro? I think unnecessary.
Hey, my take on, you know, having been in the industry and having been through such or whatever, what wanna try to compare and all of that. One thing I believe in, there can never be another Coach Tracy. No matter what you try, you can try and copy, but you can never be me. And there can never be any other artist. Because we are very different people. How we perceive things, how we see things, how we produce things is very different. So at the end of the day, don't be insecure about what someone else is doing. Regardless of whether you guys are in the same line of work, you are, you know, who started earlier on, who's been there, who's done it. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, be secure with who you are. Love yourself enough to understand there can never be any other person like you. Exactly. And that's your power. That's what you have. It's you. There can never be any other person like you. But you let us know on 111 444 111. That's our SMS line. Otherwise, we need to move on to the next segment.